Hey, welcome back to another episode for Life for Living Well. My name is Richard. Before I dive into the topic that I have for us this week, without taking much of our time, is to just say if you'd like to know about Life for Living Well community, you can check it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. And if you like to also check out on our YouTube channel, you can just search for Life for Living Well and you take you straight to our channel. We try to release article once a week and also to do the podcast once a week when we able to do so. And we've been managed to do that for over 2 or 3 years now with the help of the community. So this week, the topic that I have for us, without taking too much of your time, let's dive into it. So the topic that I'm looking at this week is what I call what I've learned from the unpredictability of life. I'm sure you yourself might have learned one or two lessons of life itself, but it's also more powerful when people with different perspective of particular subject comes. You notice that the more you take away from that experience, the better you can narrate your perspective. Perhaps it can help others so they don't really need to repeat the same mistakes and they can learn from your mistake. They can turn it to the opportunity, they can turn it to strength. And that's the beauty of life. But if someone I don't want to pass through it, but they keep it to themselves, it do no good for them because they already learned the lesson, and it do no good for the generation to come. So as we normally do is to take one individual word and use to build our message around it. But this one I'm taking from a cartoon uh, character, and the quotation that I'm putting here is more taken from the Remy Retolue, and he put it this way: the only thing predictable about life is it is unpredictability. It's so true. It's so true. So one of life's greatest beauty is it is unpredictability. The years of a man are counted in days, not in years. Still, people often live as if they hold tomorrow in their hands. And you wonder why people feel like they are in control of everything? But we can hold the wind with bare hand. So the question is, who can hold the wind with their bare hands? I'm not sure if you met anyone like that before. I've never. So only a woman who thinks and acts as though they control the past, present, and the future. So this particular topic is more deep in the philosophical perspective and is to relate it to us right now and how we can take one or two points or lesson that inspire to us and try it as a mirror to our current state of life. A wise man once said, in quote, "The day of death is better than the day of birth." I often wonder why that is true. That the day someone is dead, pass away, is much better than the day the someone was born or given to a birth. I often wonder personally why that is. Perhaps it's because the past, present, and future have no power over death. The dead can no longer think or worry about it. As much as we are aware of life, unpredictability, we still live and act without full consciousness of it in most of our pursuit of greatness. I feel wonder that someone that's so careless about their life, so have courage, so no worry about that. Suddenly start worry about that the moment they have some millions or some money in their account or assets that they build. That's the nature of human being. The much you giving or the much you have, the more you are more conscious of losing it. So let's consider the role of social status, things that make it difficult for us to be mindful of unpredictability of life. Many people tie their self-worth and sense of respect to the caliber of friends they have, the cars they drive, the houses they own, their job titles, or the amount of money in their bank accounts. They wear many masks. Despite their outwardly acceptable status, they often nurse a deep fear of losing it all. Their insatiable desire for more is endless and never enough. I want you to pause and reflecting on this word. The idea that we are in control is an illusion. There are many things that we have no control about it. Not everyone that leave their house today will come back to their home today. And this is also part of life. That doesn't mean that we should put ourselves on a danger zone or doing things recklessly that hurt us. So embracing the unpredictability of life should unleash a liberating freedom that accelerates our growth. There's nothing else could give us freedom to follow our dream, to follow our passion, whether after we finish our 9 to 5 work, we have a passion project that we work with 6 to 10 p.m., or something that we wake up in the morning and we're so blessed to be here because we know that our times are also limited here. Or we know that we can be taken away anytime. Why do we not stop ourselves to not go for what we want to do? I once met a woman that she thinks she's making a easy options. She stay in relationship she doesn't want, and the reason for that is because she doesn't want to be alone. But her mental health is suffer every day to the point that she developed deep anxiousness. She had also a phobia for flight at the same time. And one day, something happened to her after many months or years. And I met her again, and she brutally honest about it that what she thinks was easy option at the time was actually the most difficult thing. When we fail to take the right action because we think about the hard work that come with it, we forgot about the opportunity that can unleash for us. Whether we meet the right people that will help us to finish our project, or someone that will come and support our dreams when they see us that we're already doing those dreams. It's not good enough to have ideas in our mind, in our head, and start thinking until we get everything right before we start. because you never know whether those ideas will work or will not work until you put it there. But when you no longer worry so much about the end goal alone, you put all your energy on the process, and the process is the thing that will evolve you as a person. So we should use the unpredictability of life to give us a courage to try what we desire or passion for. Whether your passion is to start a small scale business. But if you worry so much how you're going to get a client, how you're going to be survive, how much you're going to cost you, you're going to really not going to start anything. So the best bet is to do research about the business you want to do. That doesn't should cost you anything. And you put a limit to how long it's going to take you. You're going to take you 1 week to do it, and that's the end. And you're going to start your business. Your goal should your focus on getting one client first, rather than thinking you want to have 100 clients on board. So I hope I'm making sense to this, and that takes me to the next thing that unpredictability of life can bring and give us a hope. Almost everyone has a unique gift to offer the world, and exploration is part of discovering it. When you accept the unpredictability of outcomes, you open yourself to the possibility of uncovering your talent, gifts that can bring tremendous benefits in areas like finances, personal growth, and health. You gain the freedom to breathe without obsessing over how others see you or what might happen next. Many successful individuals understand this truth. They often work silently and privately without oversharing their vision or mission with a skeptical world. Whether it is a passion project or a desire to solve real problems, they spend countless hours learning, reading, and practicing, even after their 9 to 5 workday ends, if they have one. Many entrepreneurs that I've met, they also work in the same business. No, most of them work as actually in a senior role as an employee in the business, but they not necessarily don't appoint themselves as the manager of the business, such as CEO, because they different skills in that area. And if the honest thing you could do is to focus your energy on what you're really good at most and outsource the area that you appreciate others that have developed themselves in that area. If you really want your business to grow, well, for a small scale business, or a one man business or family business, you could take a lot of other things within that business that sharpen your skills with time. So someone was told me what you do from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. is important, but what you do from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. is far more important. I later find out she was working on a business venture that eventually became a major source of income and provided jobs for others. As I mentioned earlier, I've never met anyone without a talent, and which is true. People will tell me I don't have any talent, but they have drive, they have eyes, they've done something to feed themselves, and they still say I don't have talent. So the true tragedy of life is when we focus our energy on areas where we lack skill or passion just because others are doing it or it seems impressive. There are countless examples of this. So just look around you. Think of lottery winners who invest in businesses they know nothing about. And that is the one of the tragedy. Ignorance is not an excuse, but it's very destructive. Some open restaurants, some open hotel, some move into transport fleets, only to lose everything within years. Or those who choose career purely for the money or trend without any real interest or curiosity about the fit or even want to solve a problem because one of the uh, African billionaires book that I read recently from Femi Otedola, Making It Big. One of the line in the book that really touched me is that the problem and the opportunity is the same. They are just the opposite of each other. And if you think about uh, one of these American great inventor and innovators, he said when the opportunity comes, many people see it as a work, extra work, and they run away from it. And actually, when you eager to solve a problem, the bigger the problem you solve, the more reward you get from it. So why the industry, especially in the IT sector that I work mostly, why they are willing to pay more for some kind of specialty? Because they feel it's cumbersome and the business need it. And the people that can demonstrated relevant knowledge for the business, they are willing to pay for it. So finally, the hidden wisdoms in life is unpredictability, is that it offers both confidence and freedom if we actually indeed taking it and taking advantage of it in that way, rather than panic and fear, to explore experiences without becoming overly attached to the outcomes, whether in friendship, relationship, travel, or business. These truths apply everywhere. As I'm bringing this to the end, so my question for you is, so what is holding you back? I hope this message touched someone. Until we meet again, please stay safe and have a wonderful week. Ciao.